If you ask me what I think that when they say people should date within their social class, marry within their social class, it's not such a classist thing. It's not such it's not an elitist, right? It's not an elitist mindset that everybody should fight. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Krymkat. Happy as per usual to be back having a conversation with you about love, dating, relationships, marriage if you may, and just wisdom that helps you to do these things right. Today we're going to be talking about, you already know the topic, dating on your level, dating within your league. And this has to do with your social, economic, intellectual class, and just staying there. This is not scripted, so I'm really excited to have a very plain conversation, just share my thoughts, and let's see how it goes. You please comment in the comments what you think about it, and let me know what your thoughts are. For the longest time, and I think as globalization has prevailed across the world, there's just been this need to just date. You can date across. What is social class? They have been trying to actually destroy social class. It's just that social class has refused to be destroyed. So social classes in society are still a thing. If you like, go to heaven and come back. It's true. There are people who are here and there are people who are there, and that's just how life is, right? So and I think that even with the movies that have been made and created, people have just been in this space of wanting to say that love conquers all. So love across stratas, and you see movies of princes marrying raggedy girls, of influential people, women marrying people who are not too good off to do, or to, how did he say it, who are not to do wealthy. I'm sorry guys, but you get the drift, right? So we see all those things depicted in movies, and yes, it's nice. It actually happens in real life. There are people who marry across and they scale up the ladder. But my own question today, and share my own point of view, is that the usual? Is that the normal? Is that the regular? Is that what is most common? As much as this has been prevailing in the idea of re-education and reconditioning of human minds, so people through movies, through different kind of books, have been trying to recondition people to think that way, that okay, you'd actually date across your league, you can date below the ladder and bring them up to a new kind of life, which is really cute. But is that what happens every other day, every Eke market day? No, that's what happens. You see, people are more likely going to marry, date someone in their social class. And that's the truth. As much as those movies and those books have told us fairy tales and it's cute, it's not really real life. And one of the reasons why I think marrying your own league and marry somebody who is from your own social class, or social class you're climbing up to, it's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not the way people make it look. I remember something one of my mentors used to say, God bless her soul. She used to say, hobnob with your own ilk. And I know that sounds like such a classist, elitist statement, and it would come off very offensive to certain people. But I understood that. See, when you are in a particular level in life, intellectually, emotionally, economically, you tend to see life a certain kind of way. Your experiences, your values, your approach to life is shaped by what you have experienced that has been funded by the social class you're in. The way you see life, the way you function, is a function of these things. It is critical, it is important, right? You would actually always respond based on how you see life. So when you're actually marrying across the ladder, there's a lot of people don't talk about the reorientation that needs to happen, the reconditioning that needs to happen. And even though on the outside people can be looking like they've leveled up, on the inside sometimes people are dealing with a lot of insecurity. They are dealing with a lot of, am I good enough? They are dealing with a lot of questions about whether or not they actually are imposters or not. You see, that's a thing when it comes to dating across the social class. But I think sometimes it's just good to everybody date their level, is because if you're going to be building, especially at a certain level, you're a visionary, it's always easier. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to bring this part of me. Sometimes it's just actually always easier to start with somebody who understands you, somebody who can relate to where you are, relate to the level you are in life, and just function from that plane. You see. So that's me making a case for dating your own league. Because I think when you have invested a lot into your own mental growth, you've invested a lot into your own personal growth and development, it's very difficult to actually have that kind of intimacy with somebody who has not, and sometimes is not willing to. Because when you this whole dating across your league, and dating the lower ladder, dating upper ladder, people make it look as if it's all about love and chemistry, and it's not true. Because your ability to be compatible, and they make it look like it's chemistry and love that makes people compatible. Bro, your ability to be compatible is shaped by your experiences and who you have become. Who you have become is not just a function of your chemistry, your hormones, what you like and you're not attracted to or attracted to. What your entire compatibility is just like a round peg in a round hole. It's shaped by everything that has made you you. So it's not just a function of I love this person, there's chemistry, we're going to make it against all odds. That's cute. But is that very, is it very, how do I put the word now? Is it very functional? You see, is it something that can work? Because as much as there is love and emotional connection, is there intellectual connection? Is there mental connection? Is there psychological connection? Can you have conversations that make sense at each other's levels? Because you're not going to just be doing, I love you, I love you, I love you every day. You're going to have to connect on other levels. And if somebody has not grown, they've not developed themselves in those areas in a way that makes it easy for you to have intimacy on that level. What are you saying now? How do you want to do it? How do you want to navigate it? So when they say people should actually date their league and date their class, it's not just a classist statement. It's actually a true life functionality statement. You see, when people are willing to grow, people are willing to level up, people are willing to change how they show up in the world, and they're really ready to level up entirely as individuals, independent of their love life, it makes them an even better candidate for somebody in another class that they're trying to level up to, than somebody who is just in their own level, who have who have lived life at a particular level, who have just been comfortable at that level. It's not that easy, honestly. When you start having this conversation of class, marry your level, marry your class, I know it can be very uncomfortable for people, but the truth is that mental intimacy happens on different levels, and all those levels are building levels. A lot of times people start from the top without the bottom, and that's why it's easy for stuff to crash. They start from physical intimacy. I'm attracted, sexual compatibility, that's where they just start from. And so when it comes to social intimacy, when it comes to intellectual, mental, on all those other levels, they cannot relate. So how do you want to make it work? Because I feel like when you're in a particular social class, there is a lot of engineering mentally that keeps you there. Yeah, there's a lot of mental engineering. So when you're in a lower social class, there's a way you think, there's a way you see life, there's a way you see the world. And if you're not intentional about rewriting your subconscious conditioning, you will not find yourself easily leave that situation. So even when you are given a better way of life, your mindset can still take you back to your past reality because you are subconsciously engineered to live life at that level. So rather than just saying, oh, love conquers all, which is actually not a bad thing, it usually happens, right? There has to be an intentional mental engineering to change your subconscious wiring of how you see life. Really, I think that should be the focus when you have this kind of conversations. But if you ask me what I think that when they say people should date within their social class, marry within their social class, it's not such a classist thing. It's not such it's not an elitist, right? It's not an elitist mindset that everybody should fight. So when it comes to this whole dating within your league, there are actually very reason why people should, right? It's easier for them to connect, it's easier for them to build intimacy across every intimacy board, level or layer, and it's actually better sometimes, right? But then love is powerful and you really cannot cage love. So dating across your social class is not a bad thing if you're able to, intentionally make the effort to rewire your subconscious conditioning. So what do you think? Do you think people should date their class, or people should, aspire to level up in their love life? Because I see a lot of people actually, change social class when it comes to money, but when it comes to the etiquette of being in that class, they do not have it. And really, money can buy class. I've seen it, I keep seeing it, it's everywhere on the internet. Money can't buy class. There are people who've shifted socially, but their behavior is still very so. What do you think? I want you to share with me what you think. Please share this video to encourage that your friend that actually agrees with me actually agrees with me. Share this video. Please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, because how else would you know I posted? If you liked this video, I'd like to hear from you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next one.